Sorry, Dad, but you got a lot more ear hair up in here than you did back in Cali.
Up in here? Good God, you were visiting Harley and his trailer people this weekend, weren't you?
Hey, Harley and his kids are good people.
His what? Ow.
Keep your head turned. I gotta see your fuzzy wuzzy ear, you know. Crap!
Language.
Sorry, Dad, but it's like your ear canal grew a mustache.
Yeah, I know. I lose it from the top and gain it out the ears. I used to have long, disco hair.
Yeah, well, your ears can still go to the disco.
Ah! Jeez. That friggin' hurt.
Language.
I said friggin'.
So, I know what you meant. It's like when people say, what the F? What F word do you think we're all talking about? Falconry? Fastball? Falafel?
Speaking of fastball, what are you wearing?
Just trying to fit in, Dad.
You don't even like baseball.
Hey, it's got Houston on it. It makes me seem a little less like a pregnant bride at school.
Where did you hear that expression?
Well, Harley said his older sister had to get married because...
Never mind. I don't want to know. Ah! Are you taking the skin around the hair too?
Will you quit whining, you big baby? You're kvetching like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, well, a 4-year-old wouldn't have this problem.
Speaking of problems, did you talk to Iggy this past weekend?
So, Morph, why don't we take a little side trip to the mall later? You know, for services rendered. There must be something you need.
Well, I could use a new vacuum cleaner.
A what?
Dad, who do you think vacuums around here? The Hoover Fairy? If it was up to you and Iggy, we'd all die from dust mites.
Sorry. I'll get Iggy to help you.
Just Iggy.
I work all day.
Dad, you're an accountant, not a construction worker. And don't think I didn't notice you sidestepped the question.
Question?
What happened between you and Iggy this weekend?
Well... Ah! Jeez, did you pull out the eardrum that time?
Maybe.
You had better watch it, metamorphic Langlanese, or I...
Or what? You'll disappoint me? Too late there, Dad.
Come on, Morph.
Back in LA, you know what Iggy used to call you.
Do I want to know?
Let's face it, Morph. Dad's disappointment squared.
I had to Google it, but then I told him he was wrong. But maybe he wasn't so wrong.
Come on. There were extenuating circumstances to be...
Dad, 10, if I had to Google disappointment squared, what do you think I'm going to make of extinguishing circumferences?
Extenuating... Never mind. Look, Morph, it's just, you know, that night Jack came over, and then, you know...
And so because Jack came over, you couldn't talk to it. What's Jack doing in Texas?
Long story there. But it's just Jack coming over and what we talked about after didn't exactly make it conducive a good time to talk to Iggy about what you want.
Did you make it worse? Because Iggy seems mad at you this week than last week. He's just not saying very much.
You noticed that, huh?
Dad, anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears with no hair would notice that.
Look, buddy,
Did you make it worse?
Define worse. Ah!
You can't keep disappointing me like this. Every time I get my hopes up, you let me down. You're like the Dallas Cowboys of fatherhood.
Look, buddy.
I'm not your buddy.
Look, more.
Don't touch me.
And when you shine a light in his face, he still goes into a trance awaiting further instructions. Morph, buddy, won't you at least look at me? Morph, can you hear me?
See?
No, don't go there. No, English, Morph, English. Okay?
Yes.
Morph, I tell you what, when I count to 3, you'll take a nap, And when you wake up, you won't remember anything we talked about when you were plucking my ears, okay?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, dear. Okay, Morph, 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 come on. I said take a nap, not pass out. Come on, Morph, Morph. Come on, Morph. Okay, Morph, get up, come on. There you go. Okay, coming. What are you doing here?